When you grow lemons, it's pretty common for a single tree to produce a whole lot of fruit. Of course, giving them away to family and friends is a good option, but let's explore some of the other great ways to use a lot of lemons and make the most of them. The ones I've got here are Maya lemons. They're a great variety to grow, so let's go get into it. Before we cut these open to get the juice out, of course, the zest is also full of essential oils and aromatics and great for many things. So let's start by zesting these to make a lemon salt, and it's basically a salt infused with lemon zest, and it gives a bright citrusy flavor. For every cup of salt, the zest of 3 lemons works pretty well. I've got 2 cups of this coarse sea salt, so I'll rub the zest of 6 lemons into it to extract the essential oils and flavor the salt. To dry this out for storage, I'm just placing it onto this baking tray and into the oven at a low temperature around 50 degrees Celsius for around an hour, and I'll mix it around a couple of times every so often. Now that it's out and fully cooled down, I'm going to pulse it in a blender since the salt I used is very coarse. Once that's done, you can store it in a jar and use it on anything where you want a fresh lemony finish. Plus, every time you open the jar, you're just hit with this intense lemony aroma. It smells so good. Now that we've used up the zest, let's get into the juice. This is a pretty simple use, but one of my go-tos for storing lemons for later use and for using in drinks. So we're squeezing a bunch of lemon juice to freeze. I also have some of my homegrown ginger from the freezer, which I'm microplaning into kind of a fine snow. And we'll grab a bit of fresh mint from the garden too. By the way, as for all these used up lemons, I'm going to chuck them in this container in the fridge and we'll use them for something else later on. So I'm putting mint leaves in the first tray, and in the second tray I'll fill it up with that ginger snow. And the last tray I'm just going to leave it as it is. And now we'll fill those all up with lemon juice and put it in the freezer. Now that it's all frozen, I can put it into separate containers. For the plain lemon juice, I'll just use this in things like cooking or even in drinks as well, pretty much anywhere that I need fresh lemon juice. The ones with the mint leaves inside I'll use for a nice cool drink. And you can also add things like edible flowers, which makes this pretty nice as well. Fresh. And as for the lemon and ginger, I like to pour hot water over these for a nice hot drink, or you could add it to things like herbal teas as well.
But gingery.
And while we're on the topic of lemon juice, did you know it can also be used as an invisible ink to write secret notes? Just paint it onto some paper with a paintbrush or a cotton bud. We'll leave this to dry and I'll show you later how to reveal the secret message and what it says. Alright, now let's do a few ways to use lemons whole, starting by candying them. There's a few different ways to do this, but I'm opting for the method using the oven. So after washing them, I cut them pretty thin, I'd say around 3 millimeters, and then go through and remove any seeds. Now I'll just coat them in this sugar on both sides, and I'll place these onto some baking paper on an oven tray, and it's definitely best to use a tray that has sides to avoid any overspill. I'm just using this tray because my other one's being used for something else at the moment. Now that our tray is full, I'm adding another sheet of baking paper, and I'll put a second baking tray on top, and this will keep the slices flat and it helps the sugar glaze evenly over each piece. Place that in the oven at 110 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you can take it out of the oven and remove the top tray and the baking paper, and then there will be a bit of excess juice coming out, so you can just dab up that excess with some paper towels. Now we can put them back in the oven, this time at a lower temperature, only around 70 degrees Celsius, and we'll leave those to dry for about 2.5 to 3 hours, but just keep an eye on them because it will depend on how thick your slices are. Of course, if they're thinner, they'll dry a lot quicker. Once they're pretty much dry to the touch, you can take them out and pop them onto a wire rack to cool and harden. These are so cool how they almost look like stained glass, and you can use these to decorate cakes or desserts like this lemon tangelo tart I made. I like to dip them halfway in dark chocolate and then let that dry, and that makes it extra tasty and it looks pretty cool as well. Alright, next up is a way to preserve lemons. It's actually really easy to do. All you need is a jar, some salt, and of course, a bunch of lemons. And a little bit of patience, but it's going to really transform the flavor of these and give you some delicious lemony umami flavor to add to many different meals. So let me show you how to do it. It's really easy. After you've washed your lemons well, just cut off the top and the bottom of the lemon just a little bit so that it sits flat, and then you can quarter it, but don't cut it all the way through. Leave it attached at the bottom. Now you can stuff it with salt, and you can use quite a lot, be pretty generous with this. And once it's looking nice and full, add it to your jar. And we're going to do that with a few lemons to fill it up. Now I'm just pressing these down with a wooden spoon, and that salt is really going to draw out a lot of the juice, which is what you want to see. Now there's room for a few more lemons, so let's add a couple more in. Pack those down as well, and I do really want these to be completely submerged in lemon juice. They're not fully submerged yet, so I'm just going to squeeze a few more lemons to top it up. I'm adding 2 more tablespoons of salt on top, sealing the jar and just giving it a gentle shake. And I'll store this in a cool, dark pantry for about 3 weeks. Once a day for the first week or so, I'm just going to give these a gentle shake and also make sure that the lemons are staying submerged. After the 3 weeks or so, the skins should be much softer, really fragrant, and they're ready to use, but just store them in the fridge going forward. And as for using them, the most important part is actually the skin, not the flesh. So let me show you. Before using them, you can give them a bit of a rinse to remove any excess salt, and then just remove the middle part of the lemon. This part can be used if you want. You can add it to soups or stews, but the peel is really where the flavor is. It's bold, lemony, and slightly umami from the fermentation. So you can finely chop it up and toss it through a pasta, or whisk it into marinades or vinaigrettes, or stir it into things like hummus or pesto. It's also good in salads or added to roasted vegetables. So yeah, there's plenty of ways to use it, but it is very salty and quite concentrated, so you really only need a small amount. Kind of treat it a bit like a seasoning. On to the next thing, and if there's anything more prolific in the garden than lemons, it's got to be zucchinis. So we're going to make a plant-based spread that's a bit like lemon curd. It's bright and tangy and perfect on toast, pancakes, or desserts. Yellow zucchini works really well for this since you can use them peel and all, but since I have green ones, I'm going to take the peel off so that my curd doesn't end up being green. I'm cutting this into cubes and I'll put it in a pot with a little bit of water and steam it until it's tender. Next, just drain out the excess water and blend it until it's nice and smooth. Now we just need the zest and juice of 3 lemons, plus 600 grams of sugar and 70 grams of plant-based butter. I've added all of that plus the blended zucchini to a pot. We're going to turn on the temperature, keep stirring it so that the sugar dissolves, plus I'm adding a pinch of salt. After boiling it for around 25 minutes, it should be ready. You can test out how it will set by dripping a little bit onto a plate that's been in the freezer. I've had these jars heating up and sterilizing in the oven, so now I can pour this hot mixture straight into the jars, and that's it, easy as, and it should last for many months. I just store it in the fridge and use it as a tasty spread or in desserts.
So yum, not like zucchini at all.
Remember earlier I wrote a message using lemon juice, which is now dried. At first it's completely invisible, but when you heat the paper, the hidden writing slowly appears. Alright, we're back in the garden now to collect some more lemons and go through and harvest some different types of leaves. First, raspberry leaves, also some pineapple sage, and this delicious smelling lemon verbena. So we're turning these ingredients into a citrusy herbal tea. I'm peeling off the zest while doing my best just to avoid the bitter white pith underneath. We just want the very outer layer. Now I'm slicing it into thin strips and placing it into my dehydrator. And if you don't have a dehydrator, you can do this in the oven as well, just on a really low temperature. I also didn't bother cutting up some of the lemon peel, and I'm going to dehydrate that for the next thing that we're going to make. We'll get into that one soon. I'll layer the rest of the herbs onto some more of these trays, and I'll set the dehydrator to 35 degrees for around 5 hours. You should know the lemon is done when it's fully dry and it snaps easily, and the same goes for the herbs. Put everything into a large bowl and just mix it roughly to crunch it all up together, and you can then store it in a jar. I add a good tablespoon to a small teapot and let it infuse for around 5 to 10 minutes.
It's good, citrusy.
With the other bits of dried lemon zest, you can blend this into a powder and use that in cooking or baking, but today I thought we'd use it to make some bath bombs. They're really easy to make. It's just 1 cup of baking soda and half a cup each of citric acid, Epsom salts, and cornstarch. Now we'll add our blended lemon zest and whisk that all up. Then in a cup, 2.5 tablespoons of coconut oil, melt that down slightly, and then add around 20 or so drops of lemon essential oil. Add that to the dry mix and then rub it all together really well. Usually you need a bit of extra moisture to be able to form them, so I just use a little bit of water at a time, like 1 or 2 teaspoons in your hands, and just rub it in quickly. It will start to fizz a little bit, which is okay, but you just have to be careful not to add too much water overall, because once you form the bath bombs, it can then cause them to expand almost like a baking muffin and then split and break apart. You want to go for just a slightly damp sand texture, and then you can press it tightly into your bath bombs. By the way, I also dehydrated whole lemon slices, which are good for tea or for decorations. So I'm using some bits of that to finish off the bath bombs and make them look nice. These will take a day or two to fully dry and harden, so set them on some baking paper and chuck them in your pantry. These are pretty cool to make as a nice gift, and the recipe can be adapted to use different herbs or other things from your garden as well. Now, remember all the lemon bits and pieces that I've been saving? The peels, the pith, even the squeezed halves. These can be used to make a super handy lemon vinegar cleaning solution. Just pack all the bits into a jar, about 3/4 full, and then cover it with white vinegar. I'm adding a small jar on top just to keep everything submerged, and then you can seal it up and leave it somewhere cool and dark for around 3 weeks. After that time, strain out the solids, and I'm just using this muslin bag. And now you've got your infused vinegar. It barely even smells like vinegar now. It's really citrusy and fresh. For everyday cleaning, I just put it in a spray bottle and dilute it about 50-50 with water. It's good for cleaning your benches, sinks, bins, bathrooms, basically anything that needs a wipe down or some deodorizing. And that's just one of the many ways that you can use lemons as a household cleaner. There are even simpler ways, like rubbing a half lemon with some coarse sea salt on a wooden chopping board, and that will help to scrub away grime, neutralize odors, and it leaves the board fresh and lightly scented. And that's not all. I also made these lemon sour snake lollies, and they're vegan as well. I've posted a video on how to make these over on my Patreon. It's a free post that anyone can watch, so feel free to go check it out. I'll leave a link below. And if you want extra bonus videos from the garden, that's on Patreon as well. Sour! And now you know, next time life gives you lemons, there's more that you can do than just make lemonade. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any other ideas in the comments. See you next time.